Greetings, salutations, and welcome to Kingy's Toy Box. And we've got our first unboxing video of a Masters of the Universe Origins toy, which this is the toy line that I'm really into at the minute. As soon as they announced it, which is going back a good few years, they showed these figures off. They looked like the original He-Man figures, but new articulation. And since then, they've released wave after wave after wave of them. And they've been doing an absolutely brilliant job. So I absolutely love this toy line. This one is Teela and Zoar. And you can see we've got the 40th anniversary logo on there for He-Man. That's all nice and shiny and everything. We've got the artwork on these across the whole line is phenomenal. But we've got that there. We've got a kid playing with it, make the wings flap, snap on battle backpack. So we're going to be having a look at how that works in a moment. Modern posing, retro play. And as you can see, they've done a really good job with these boxes. They look like the old toys. And if we go to the back, again, we've got even more of this great artwork on here. So they often, with these, give away a bit of a hint as to what might be coming further down the line. So we've got Screech there, which was Skeletor's evil counterpart to Zoar. I didn't have Zoar as a kid. I had Screech, but not Zoar, weirdly. So no doubt we're going to get that, because it's just a repaint of Screech. We've got, of Zoar. We've got Castle Grayskull in the background, and we've got Teela and Skeletor fighting there. There doesn't seem to be anything else sort of previewed. We've got a little beastie there, and nothing on the other side. We do, though, have sort of the instructions. Push to make the wings flap. Slide over Zor's head. We can put that weapons pack. And snap together battle pack. So we're going to have a look at all of them. We've also got the preview of the rest of the wave. So there's Roton, which is the assault vehicle. Fingers crossed I'm getting that for Christmas. You never know your luck. We'll see. King Randor, Snout Spout, Whiplash, Trapjaw, repaint. Though some people say it is different modelled as well. I don't know. I've not picked this one up because I'll be honest with you, if I've got one Trapjaw, I'm happy. It didn't look like that. The toy I had. I want my toys to look like the old toys I had. So it's not for me, but completists, absolutely. Leech, that's another great figure. The Snout Spout and Leech are both deluxe figures, means they're a bit of a higher price point, but you get more features and things with them. And then we've got Digitano, who's from the Rulers of the Sun, Sunman and the Rulers of the Sun, which have been incorporated into it. Again, I'm not collecting that sort of subline specifically. I got Sunman because, you know, he's the main guy and everything. So I thought I'd give that one a go, but really not bothered for the rest of them. So let's have a look. We're going to open this up now. Let me see if I can move that camera a wee bit higher up. Oh, it's gone. It's gone for a Burton. Oh, no, it's a disaster. What are we doing? Right, we'll move that up a little bit just so we can get in here. So we got the tape on there. We can probably get into this without damaging it, he says. Oh, right, okay, it comes that way. Oh, he's ripped it. He's only ripped it. Never mind, I don't keep them in boxes. I should have given him a trigger warning for anyone who doesn't like unboxing. Mind, it does say unboxing video, so, you know. Right, then. Oh, we got another bit of tape. Scandalous. So we got 2 bits of tape there, so you're having to give your scissors a workout here. And then we've got it. We've got it. Okay. Oh, you can still see my Superman and Batman. It's almost giving away that I'm recording this straight after my previous unboxing video. There you go. Ruining the magic. Okay. So we've got Teela and Zoar. First off, let's talk about Teela then. We've got a little bit of plastic. So little snippy. See if we can get him out. There we go. So we got a little bit of that. Got the other one there. Lovely. Is she going to come out? Are they the only things restraining her? Yeah, I think we've got Teela. So there we go. We've managed to rescue Teela. We'll have a better look at her in a minute. She's also got a sword. Ooh. If you look closely at the sword, it actually looks like it's She-Ra's sword, or the design seems to be based on something very similar. We've got the other bits of armour that you always got with Teela, though she never sort of wore these in the cartoon. I think there was a thing about, like, it was designed for the Green Goddess and they just repackaged it and everything. So anyway, we've got the armour. Got a little shield. Put that over there. And then we're at the main event. Most people are buying this pack, are buying it for Zoar. It's Teela. It's a little bit of a retool. We're going to have a look at the original Teela in a minute. But I know some people are a little bit annoyed that you can't just buy Zoar on its own, on her own, because she's a sorceress, isn't she? Yeah. I agree. I would have rather have just been able to buy Zoar without an extra Teela. But, you know, that's the way it goes. So let's get Zoar out. Oh, Zoar's secured by a neck under there. Come on, what are we playing at here? They do not want you playing with this one, I'll tell you. If you like keeping your stuff in boxes, you're definitely onto a winner, because this is it. Right, there we go. Right, so we've got Zoar. Okay, I'm going to talk about it in a second, but I'm beginning to suspect that the flappy wing... Oh, no, maybe not, maybe not. I was beginning to suspect the flappy wings figure was just... You have to just check it. But I think there is more to it than that. Right, we've got all the bits off. Let's have a look at Zoar. So, there she is. Looking very regal. Regal. Lovely colouring and everything. This is a little bit gel-like, is this? You know, and things that you chuck against a wall and they sort of slide down. It feels a little bit like one of them. Right, and it looks like we've got an action feature on the back of the paw there. So let's see. Oh, there it is. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Oh, hey man. Oh, caw-caw. So that works. That works nicely. Love that. Oh, if you get a bit more vigorous, she can really go for it. Woo! Then we've got a stand. Does she fit nicely on the stand? Yes, she does. So there you go. There's your Zoar. Let's have a look at this stuff then. So it says this goes on there if you want her in battle mode. And then this bit, where does this go on? Does that go on there? Oh yes, so that goes on there. And that must clip round the back of the tail, I would guess. Oh, it's a bit of a squeeze. Maybe you're not meant to do that. Maybe that's not where it goes. Oh, that looks right, doesn't it? Let me have a picture. Yeah, that's definitely how it goes. So, there you go. There's Zoar in full-on battle mode. Not taking any prisoners. And there she is. I really like it. I think it's great. These were part of the original line and everything, so I'm really happy I've got this one. Let's have a look at Teela, though. So here she is. She's a lot brighter than original Teela. Now, I'm going to be really careful checking the articulation because some of the early Origins figures, they just snap off in your hand. But that seems absolutely fine. As does that. As does that. As does that. Yeah, and then the knees, the new knees, we'll talk about them in a minute as well. But yeah, all the articulation seems to be nice and okay. Yeah, I'll admit a couple of the early ones snapped them a wee bit, so they've been fixed with glue. And she's got the gold staff. She's also got the, as I showed earlier, the sword, which I always prefer to that staff. So I actually give her my other Teela the sword out of Grayskull to display her. But now I've got a proper sword. I think we're going to stick with that. So let's get the shield in there. So there you go. There's Teela with the sword and shield. Let's bring on the other Teela then and have a look at how we compare. So obviously it's the same mould. The skin, as you can see, is a little bit lighter on new Teela. The knees are the big difference, and this was something that in the early waves, the knees were done like this. In the new waves, the knees are done like that. So if you're one of the ones who wanted different knees for Teela, that could be another incentive to purchase this one. The head, slightly different. We've got different hair, ponytail on this one. We've got a different tiara. As I said before, the colours are all a lot more vibrant on this new one. So overall, I'd say this one is more accurate to the vintage, but I prefer this one, I think. I just think it looks cooler. So as a set then, Teela and Zoar. If you've got original Teela and you're not bothered for Zoar, then not a great deal of incentive. If you absolutely must have Zoar, then you don't need to think about Teela. But if you're somewhere in the middle, I'd say it's probably worth it. If you don't mind having an alternative Teela that's a little bit cooler than the original, and you really, really want to get hold of Zoar, I think it's a decent pack. What I hope they do with Screech, though, is that you can just get Screech on his own rather than packaging it with another Skeletor, because by this point, if you've been collecting him, you've got a lot of Skeletors. But yeah, overall, I'd say it's worth it. It costs roughly double what one figure would cost. So, you know, there's as much going on with Zoar as there is with a regular figure. So if that's how you weigh it up, I'd say it's worth it. But overall, really fun set. And I want to give a big shout out to the whole shebang who got these in the UK, and they put a thing on their Facebook page and let you sort of reserve early interest. Then they contacted me by messenger to say they got one in, and were absolutely brilliant service on it and everything. So the whole shebang, fantastic for your Masters of the Universe and all your other toys as well. So go check them out. But that'll do us, I think, for Teela and Zoar. But in the meantime, play with your toys.